Hi guys, I just want to do a really quick update on how to put on false eyelashes, strip eyelashes. I've got incredibly hooded eyes and I want you to see that how much difference they can really make. My skin is like really falling down and I think that they are the answer if you want to try and lift your eyes up as much as you possibly can. You don't have to do it every day, but if you're going on a special occasion, I'm hoping that I can show you how to cover all bases and don't just get them out of the packet and whack them on the eye. I'm going to go through a do's and don'ts because I show you this eye that I've done, and then I do the other eye how I used to do it without cutting it, without trimming it, and just putting it in the wrong, having the wrong placement. So if you want to see how this works, just continue watching. Okay, so these are the lashes that I use always. I've deviated to the 811s before, but these are the ones I use. Let's take them out of the packet. So as you can see, let's take the plastic off. I use not all of it. Now, so to remove them, I don't use anything apart from my fingers. Get your pull your weight at the base and slowly. Sorry, I'm doing this in the mirror. Slowly pull them off. Okay. So you've now got a lash in your hand that's going to be too big. The first thing we need to do is we need to take off the glue. If you can see the white glue on the lash itself. So we're just going to simply hold the lash there. So you've got the lash in between your finger and thumb, and we're going to pull off. You can see the white residue of the glue because we don't want that on our eyes. Gather it all up. So you've now got a bare lash that doesn't have any glue on it. Flick that away somewhere. So also you will notice on the lash itself the two ends, here and here. Okay. So what I want you to do is to get your tweezers, place your tweezers on your lash like that. So you're holding it set in center, essentially. Right, I'm going to zoom in now. I'm going to come as close as I can. Now what you need to do is you need to drop this. So you're looking down, okay, and you need to put this in the middle of your eye and want to see where you need to cut. Okay, it's not. This is probably the trickiest part. So you can see that I would like my lashes to start, when you push it down, my lashes to start around there. So I need to remove everything from here. So we take them off. And I need to remove these last two sections. Sorry, the last two sections here. Okay, so simple pair of scissors, okay, so now we're left with a very small piece of fluff and a lash which I believe is the right size for my eye. Okay. So essentially, the first time you do it is the most difficult part. The second time you do it, you just use your old lashes and use them as a template so you can see. You'll also we now need to cut off this inner part of the lash just here because that's hard and plastic and it hurts and it digs into your eyes. So we're going to take the scissors again. Trying to put that on my forehead so you can see what I'm actually doing. Show you again. We now have a lash that has just the black lashes on both ends. There is nothing sticking out on the ends. Now that I'll put this back on my eye, and you'll see now that it's the same size as my eye. Okay. Before putting on your false lashes, it's essential that you put on mascara. You can't do it without, because the difference between a natural lash and a black mascara lash, or a brown, if you're going to use brown lashes, is very, very different. I've done it before. I've put my lash on and just thought, oh, it looks really strange. You can't, there's no blending at all, and it looks daft, so you have to put on mascara. I've got one coat of the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift. I really like this. As you can see, my lashes are tiny. They're teeny tiny. They're almost dead straight. To curl, actually, for normal lashes, I would use the L'Oreal. I would use the YSL False Faux Seal in waterproof. That does actually give me a little bit of lift. Sorry, it's a bit windy here. I'm outside and the wind chime's going. So now we have our lash. We need to put some lash glue on. This is the lash glue that I use. This is the Duo Quick Set. It says to leave it for 15 seconds. I'm going to tell you that that's absolute rubbish. I would always leave it for at least twice the amount of time. And you don't need to time it. You need to be able to get used to looking at the glue, touching it and working out if it's ready. So what I'm going to do is I want a plain background to show you against. I think you can see that. So I'm going to take out the wand. It hasn't got a brush, it's a plastic wand. And I'm going to run that along the lashes, facing me. So the lash is facing up as it would be on my eye, and I'm putting a very consistent line, I'll show you, along the lashes. So I've turned it over. That's how I apply it. Now I'm going to turn it around again. So obviously we've put the lash glue on the inside that you're going to place on your eye. I don't blow it, I just wait. I've got to the stage now where I just do them both together and I leave one on the tray, because typically I don't have many errors apart from when I've got a really watery eye, which is quite regularly. So again, we're waiting essentially for this to become very tacky. It almost goes clear. It doesn't go completely clear until it's been on your eye for a while, but to the stage where it's almost kind of like a bluey colour, and you can almost begin to see through it. Probably about between 30 and 40 seconds. What I always do, most of the time, is I will hold the lash with that hand and I will touch it with my finger. Now you can see that's ready. So getting my small mirror, I'm going to come in real close now. I will lift, I've got a mirror in my hand, okay, this is a 10 times magnification. The lashes on the tweezers. I'm going to bang this directly in the middle of my eye. Sorry, I'm going to try and get closer. And I'm going to touch the middle of the lash onto my skin. All right, it looks crazy at the moment. I can feel it, it's cold, okay. Then I'm going to get the hold of the front of the lash. Touch that and match it with my lashes, and then I'm going to get the end of the lash and put it over there. Okay, so now this is what it looks like, and I'm going to go along and I'm going to just not at the root, just squeeze my lashes onto the fake lashes. Obviously you can see the glue still, but that will disappear as the glue dries. And really that's it. The tip is get the lash the right length. So I'm going to take the other lash off and I'm going to put it on out of the packet. Okay, I'm going to do it wrong, because I think when I first started putting lashes on, everyone's like, cut them. You think, oh, I can't bother to cut them, it doesn't really matter. Then it will show you how different, I'll show you how different it is. I'm gonna do these are really sticky ones. I bought a packet actually once before, and they were all really weird. I had to throw them away. They were quite strange. I got them from Boots as well, which is like a reputable thing. Okay, so you can see now, look how long this one is compared to the other one. If I put that on my eye, can you see that that doesn't lift my eye up? It probably accentuates, and I'm going to put some glue on it now and we'll have a look at how that looks. I'm gonna remove the glue from the packet because otherwise I won't get a true representation, but I think that's an absolute must, that you need to take that off. Okay, so same again, I'm going to put the glue along the inside of the lashes. Just going to turn it around and show you. Now obviously these are too big and I want to just point out, let's do them. This can be an eyelash do's and don'ts, can't it? Because this one is obviously lifting my eye. Okay, so I'm going to put this on my other lash. This is actually my smaller eye. You need to measure both of your eyes because this one's quite small. I think maybe I take normally 3 off of the end of this one. But let's have a look. So we start right in the beginning. Go all the way in there. I haven't even got any skin to stick it to. Okay. Can you tell the difference? I mean, can you see? I don't think it's uplifting at all. But that is how I would put my lashes on years and years ago. It was just like out of the packet, bang, glue it, stick it on. I think it just drags the side of my eye down. So this for me is a big no-no. I think if you go to have your lashes done, typically they can look quite like this, but I much prefer, I think this looks so much more natural. I think it's almost, when the glue is completely dry, it's almost undetectable. So yes, I go with subtle. So I'm going to take this one off. I'm going to trim it to the size I believe it needs to be trimmed, and then I'm just going to put it back on again. There we go. Let's plonk this on. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure you'll agree, much more natural, much more forgiving. Obviously the glue needs to dry. And then we're all done. So, I forgot to mention, just an add-on, I typically never put mascara over the top. If you put them on correctly and you squeeze the tweezer onto the lashes once the glue's almost dry, there should be no need, and they're difficult to use again and again and again. So if you want to, and you're going on a night out, but if you're like me and you use lashes every single day and you want to get into that habit of using them, then try and avoid putting mascara over the top of them if you can, and take them off before you take your makeup off. So I hope you found it helpful. Like I said, I think it's the natural way is the way to go. The lashes that I use, they are graduated, so they have a much shorter lash on the inside there, and they graduate out. Obviously you only ever cut from the outside, because no one's eyelashes start really long unless you go into a fancy dress party, or that's how you like them, which is fine. Remember to cut them, remember to try, you know, for me this shape really works. You can have a look at Iredale 811s. They are kind of they get bigger in the middle and they get shorter on the outside, but for me, by the time I've cut the amount that I cut off at the end, they end up looking exactly the same as these. So yeah, so the items that I've used today are linked down below in my Amazon storefront. I've been using these now for 4 years, every single day. Maybe when I'm not well I don't put them on. I didn't put them on the other day as well because I felt miserable. They last between 3 and 6 weeks. I think I had a pair on for 10 weeks before. I'm going to do another video about how I maintain them and how I keep them from just, you know, so they look fresh pretty much every time you put them on, and then they do die. I had a pair yesterday. I've worn them, they broke into two, and I've worn them for another 4 or 5 days, even when they're like that, because it's essentially they're all the same thing. So I hope you found it helpful. If you've got any questions, just drop them in the comments below. If you like the video and you like watching hooded eye content, then please subscribe. Thank you very much.